Welcome to the very first episode of Geeking Out on Real Estate, right here on Geeky Side TV. I'm your host, Mark Gilliott, and today we're kicking things off in style with a conversation you won't want to miss. Our guest is Bob Morris, a seasoned realtor with Top Choice Real Estate in Central Indiana. We'll be diving into Bob's fascinating journey. Bob's been in the trenches, he's seen it all, and he's got the stories to prove it. We're talking the highs, the lows, the outrageous, the downright hilarious, and even some heartwarming moments from his years in the biz. Plus, wait till you hear about the wild, one-of-a-kind outlier listings we talk about. And he's giving us the inside scoop on a few of his current listings that you may want to see for yourself. So, whether you're a real estate fanatic in search of your dream home or just here for great stories, you're in the right place. This is Geeking Out on Real Estate, and it all starts right now. Let's jump in and meet Bob Morris. Welcome, Bob.
Hi, Mark. Glad to be here.
And we're glad to have you. Over the years, you've worked in many aspects of real estate: builder, developer, inspector, and even mortgage lender. These days, you're the managing broker at Top Choice Real Estate in Central Indiana. You serve clients within an hour or so of downtown Indy. Could I get you to take the floor and fill us in on the twists and turns of the journey that put you here today?
Boy, that's a lot of twists and turns. Okay, it's a long history, but I bought my first house while I was still in college, and 6 months later, a buddy and I scraped together all the money we didn't have and bought a duplex and fixed it up and did the fix and flip thing, and we were remodelers, and then I built houses and apartments, and boy, just over the years, it just kind of morphed from one hat to the next. But over the last, since 1980, I've been a licensed realtor either here or in Colorado, serving clients and being able to bring all those forces to bear for their benefit, so.
Well, that's awesome. It's a lot of people to cram under one hat. I've heard a quote that you work harder to make good things happen. How would that show up in a typical real estate transaction, or maybe a transaction with some bumps along the way?
I didn't make that up. That actually was laid on me by a couple of clients and then confirmed by a few others. And so we just kind of adopted it. But basically, it's just the depth that you can go to with certain things, whether that's, for instance, like on inspections. Okay. In Illinois, they turn the file over to an attorney to deal with once they've got a signed purchase agreement. And the realtor doesn't even deal with the inspections. Whereas, I'll not only work through them with the client, but if need be, I'll go crawl through the attic or I'll go crawl through the crawl space. And, I've been in some less than desirable situations in that for clients. But I think in the end, it makes a difference. Like one time, this wasn't all that long ago, up in Noblesville, had a client that came up on the inspection. There had been a refrigerator had leaked down into this new flooring. And they sent somebody out and they wanted $35,000 to fix it. And I got down there and did some work and figured out who I could call, and we got it done for $4,500. Well, that's working hard to make good things happen,
It really is. And it really makes a difference to your clients. Are there any listings in Central Indiana that come to mind as particularly, extravagant, outrageous, or, otherwise outside the norm?
Well, I think the one that's on everybody's mind right this second is the Irsay property. Jim Irsay, who is the owner of the Colts and passed away in May, and they've got it on the market already this week. And you know what? Over the weekend, it sold. So you got a $12 million property, and it sold in 5 days. It's pretty wild. I mean, it's like 9 acres, gated community. It's got its own par 3 golf hole, just 2 guest houses. 24,000 square feet just in the main house. So, that's one that, it's eye candy, obviously, for everybody. Yeah. And a little bit of gossip too, right?
Right, exactly. Everyone wants a peek at how the other 1% lives. How about listings that you represent? Tell us about one of your favorites at this juncture.
Well, I'd say my favorite one at the moment is the one I'm bringing to market this week, of course. Okay. Because it's the one that's right in the headlights. But I've got a ranch over on the west side, just outside of the loop, outside of 465, and the guys put new roof and gutters and siding and new flooring and, a lot of new fixtures throughout the house. It's pretty much ready to go. And when you walk out back, it's got a nice fenced-in backyard with 6-foot privacy fence and fire pit, and it's got a 3-car mechanic stream garage. And that's probably the big selling point because, not everybody wants that. But boy, the guy that does, they're hard to find. And so you're talking all that in a package for $249, which for Joe six-pack is, a pretty sweet deal.
It is. There are lots of features there, but that garage seals the deal. I feel like when meeting you in person, it's probably pretty easy for you to establish your credibility, and make that connection with people. Give me your best pitch for contacting you when I'm ready to sell my existing home or buy a new home.
Well, they're a little bit, I don't know. I guess maybe they're not all so much different, but basically I've worn all these different hats with very, very, very few other realtors can make a claim to even wearing half that many hats. And I didn't put them on just for a month or two. I mean, when I did commercial inspections, I did 500 a year across the US and Canada. And I did that for, 3 or 4 years. And so I'm able to bring all those resources, all those contacts, all that knowledge to bear on whatever property they're looking at. And I mean, my services range from like, I've got a mobile home park coming on the market here in the next 2 weeks, and most people wouldn't have the first clue how to do that. Well, long time ago in another life, I owned one of those things. So, I know quite a bit about it. And, last year I was able to do a big industrial building, and I do a lot of raw land, people wanting to buy a piece of ground and build their own home. And I've built homes, so I can walk them through that whole process, whether they're buying or selling. And so I don't find that many people can bring those resources to help somebody achieve what they want. It makes a difference.
It really does. It's a lot of guidance from a single source.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Let's bring this in for a landing. When I'm ready to sell my existing home or buy a new home in central Indiana, what's the best way to reach you?
Best way to reach me? I had a gal from New York ask me that the other day. I said, well, I don't really care. Call, text, email, smoke signals. She said, how about carrier pigeons? So, whatever. I mean, if, my contact info, you can probably put down below there. And, I'm at Bob at topchoicere.com or our website, topchoicere.com. We also have a YouTube channel, Living in Indiana. If you put it out there, I'll get back with you.
Fantastic. Well, I've really enjoyed our visit, Bob. Thanks for coming in today.
Hey, it's been a pleasure. Look forward to talking to you again soon.
You're welcome anytime.
Sounds like a winner. Okay, thank you now.
You're very welcome. This has been Mark Gilliett for Geeky Side TV. Thank you for watching Geeking Out on Real Estate.
Thank you for joining us on Geeking Out on Real Estate. If you have a favorite agent that you think we should feature, have them contact us at info@geekysidetv.com and let us know they're interested. You can watch Geeky Side TV on Roku, Fire TV, and on our website, geekysidetv.com. Thank you so much for watching.